mucho trabajo, work, 工作, lekker aan de bak geweest. That's what we've been doing all week long. I've been seated behind my desk for most of the time and really just working. Now, I can, hear you think, what have you been working on? So one of the things that I have been working on is creating an actual playbook for our company where we document exactly each and every single process as well as responsibility within our company. I will give this training in an hour from now. And the goal with the training here is really to make sure that each and every single department within our company is documented properly and that we can find out who, is in the right position and who isn't. And the way I've explained it is it's ultimately just like pushing everyone into the water, and there's going to be people that will swim and there's going to be people that will drown, and those that will drown are in the wrong position because they're not able to manage the actual department at the current stage of our company. And I'm going to create an individual video and take you through all of those learnings and show you exactly how we're doing this. But that said, it is I've got an hour until the training. This week, and today's Monday, we'll be in Hong Kong still, and then afterwards I'm going to spend a lot of time in China. So we'll be checking in on the warehouse, which is going to be done, which is again a massive thing, which I'm really excited for. And yeah, that's it. Standardized procedures that will but also really good.
Let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the cold world. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper, you natural. Check out my melody.
Go ahead then. They should see how many times I have to retake stuff. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm wearing a special T-shirt today. And the reason for that is because my fellow entrepreneur friend Bruno released his first YouTube video. And for those that have been watching my stuff, like these last few times when we were in Europe, we went to visit their office. And I walked into the office and I was like, the things you guys are doing, the things you guys are building, it's really cool. And it'd be such a shame if you wouldn't share the world, mainly because both Bruno and I share a very similar perspective on why, we're picking up this camera in the first place. And that was really to just show, what we're doing and why we're doing it and how you can do something similar. Because I was speaking to Jamie the other day driving through Hong Kong, and we're actually on our way to Shek. I'm dragging this guy with me to, I wouldn't call it routine because that's definitely not been the case these last few days, because travels and just getting settled back into Hong Kong, and I'm actually moving out of Hong Kong, which is a pretty big one as well. So we're gonna wrap up my apartment today. But we were speaking about how, just the fact that I, got to drive through Hong Kong and even have a car, like regardless of what car, but just like driving through this city and knowing how I, once came to this city with a very big dream and how those things have happened. I think there's such a beautiful part of actually documenting all of those things and like sharing that. And that's like, again, a similar perspective that I share with Bruno. So for those that are watching my stuff, you should definitely check his stuff out because it's really epic what they're doing. And he just released his first video. So that said, we're, as I said, on our way to, I just missed the exit. Nice. We're on our way to Shek. We're gonna go for a run. Then after that, Jamie and I will just, go back home, and we've got a lot of work to do. I've got an entire apartment to tidy up and fill a bunch of moving boxes. And then, yeah. We have lost someone along the way. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
I'll avoid the camera with this. This man's trying to kill me. I look like a bottle of milk. Look how pale I am.
How you feeling, bro?
Like shit, but that was actually good. That was the furthest I've ever run. So
good.
I need some water.
Yeah, easy. We'll get you some water. Look, I'm gonna show you. So a lot of people, when they think of Hong Kong, they think of like big skyscrapers and everything and huge financial hub in Asia. There's a different side to it that a lot of people don't know. And that is my sacred morning routine, where you first have to die But after that, you'll feel very alive. Josan?
Josan. We're good to go. Rolling.
We're rolling. All right, people. So in line with, the theme of this video, which, I don't know what the title exactly is going to be, but it's going to involve something around the fact that I locked myself into this room for a year straight. Now, obviously, I didn't lock myself into a room, but the point that I'm trying to get across is that this year has been the biggest year of my entire life, and I have technically pretty much locked myself into this space where I would literally just like go to bed, walk to the kitchen, make a coffee, get seated behind this desk and do nothing else but work. Obviously we had a lot of travels in between, but the point that I'm trying to get across is that, I've seen a lot of people talk about it recently, but it's truly true. If you end up having a good objective, as in like an idea, and you execute on this for half a year to a year, you can genuinely change your life. And that risk reward, is so high, but obviously reaping the fruits of your labor and enjoying the benefits obviously comes with the sacrifice as well. And I must say, these last few months have just been a lot. I am very tired, and I have to give myself some more time also to just go back up to speed, because I noticed that I haven't been as quick. But that said, we do have someone new to introduce.
What's good, YouTube? My name's Jamie. I met Daniel through ecom actually. So I sell packs for editors, and back when Daniel was quite small, he had maybe 5,000 subs, I instantly noticed something looked familiar. So I reached out to him, didn't really think anything of it, and the rest is history. Because now, again, like Daniel, I locked myself in a room for a year, and a year is all it took to honestly change my life. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Let me just show you a quick picture. You know what picture I'm talking about. So this was me in 2022. I was dressed up as a penguin playing drums for minimum wage. And it was like a couple months after that, I was like, right, fuck, I need to do something here, because I was just out of uni. And I had a good skill set in filmmaking. I'd built up over maybe 4 or 5 years. So I decided to just take action, lock myself up. I didn't talk to anyone, barely spoke to my family. And here I am now with Danny D, the big man himself. So lock yourself away, sacrifice it, because it's worth it in the end.
Exactly.
And now I've got the freedom to step away from the business, because it's pretty much all automated. And now I'm just going to have fun, hit the road with Daniel, make cool stuff with him, and hopefully take his content to the next level.
Yes, sir.
So,
Well, it's a bit of a end of an era, guys, because the famous bookcase, when he walked into the space, he was like, man, is this thing real?
Yeah. Iconic.
We're gonna empty it out, So yeah, I've spent a year in this space, and it served me very well for the sake of extreme productivity and doing nothing else but working. But I noticed that, within that time frame, my health started to also be affected a little bit. Didn't get to work out as much as I used to. And for those that don't know, I've been working out and practicing professional sports my entire life. So I'm generally quite fit, but in order to really get back into it, I just need to have a better routine. And this place has served me nothing else but just working. So we've got to switch that up. But yeah, time to unpack this bad boy.
I've been from town to town, and the old folks say that boy, he's been around.
Back behind my desk, exactly where I started this video. That said, it looks a little different because the bookcase is empty, but we do have something nice that I got to show you guys. I received my YouTube play button, and in line with like what this video is about and what I'm about to share with you, let me try and see if I can find this. Alright, so I've had this piece of paper hanging like on my desk throughout most of the year, and it was actually January the 10th when I wrote down these goals, and one of them was hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we've hit that goal. And there was like a few other goals. One of them was also spending more time with my parents, which is something that I've done. Now, in line with, again, what this video is about, locking yourself into a room, and you know, I'm about to move out, and just, you know, taking that whole year just like looking at that whole year and how much I have done and how much I have actually accomplished by simply at the beginning of the year aligning on a few things that I want to achieve and working towards those things relentlessly. Everything that would get into my way, I would go straight through it, and I would have the craziest obsession around making those things happen. And for everyone watching, I know there's a lot of people that feel very inspired by my content, and I'm sharing a lot of learnings around what I do, how I do it, like even the training that you've seen in this video. Those are all things that I want to just give away and just give it to everyone, because I have a business that's performing really well, and I just talk about my business and share the learnings, you know, to hopefully have everyone watching benefit from this. Now, one of the learnings that I want to share with you is that if you are, you know, new to wanting to, essentially what I am doing is about, I'm having fun and I'm having so much freedom. I can go anywhere in the world anytime I want, and I can, you know, I have the skill sets to really do anything I want, and I can make money with that. Now, that to me is what this is all really about, from the content creation to the businesses that I'm building to the people that I'm working with. It's all just these skill sets. Now, you may be starting, you may be already in your entrepreneurial journey, but like, you know, checking which one to like go all in on. And my biggest advice to everyone watching, pick one thing at the time, because if there's one thing that I have learned throughout this year is you can have it all, but you can't have everything at the same time. So focus on just doing one thing really good, develop skills, and start to turn that into, you know, and then again, like write these goals down and you know, try and how you can achieve them. And just start small, because like I wrote down whatever, like may it be making a couple $1 million profit, whatever, you know. That may be like a little bit too far of a stretch. Like just start small and make sure that they're uncomfortable enough, but that they're also reasonable enough. What I've noticed with this year is that my goals were too small. I wrote down goals that were too small, and that is okay too. But you know, next year we're gonna try and go a little harder and try and, you know, go even bigger. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that write down what it is that you want to do and just start, and take an entire year, look back at it and just check in, you know, what was my North Star? How far have I come, and what have I done in order to actually achieve that? And you know, I know it sounds like very vague, and there's like a lot of you know, like it doesn't sound very tangible but very direct, because obviously there's so many different ideas that you can execute. But fundamentally, from the base of getting anything done, it starts with just aligning what is my North Star and just executing. Is it gonna fail? Could be. Is it gonna be the thing that's gonna, you know, give you financial freedom, change your parents' life, change your friend's life, change the team members that you work with their life? Who knows? It can be, it cannot be. But the thing is that what I have seen is that as long as you do not give up, you simply can't fail. That said, we are going to China tomorrow. Today is Saturday. The entire apartment is empty, as you can see. The iconic shelf, the iconic bookshelf is empty. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate each and every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.